Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on the purchase of your Rockwood Mini Lite 21004S front bedroom little trailer. You guys picked a cool little trailer. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. I have the slide in right now, but once that's out, I want you to take a good look at it. You may even want to measure it, so you know how much room you're going to need when you come into the parks for that slide to come out unhindered, preferably nothing hanging over top of it. Then I want you to think about where your power and water connections are going to be. It's going to be on your driver's side or your off-camp side of your tow vehicle, right at the rear of the unit, both your water and your power. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities and get your slide out good. Once you've unhooked your hitch, first thing you're going to do is level your unit. Down in front here you have a power leveling jack with a docking light. Simply raise or lower the unit, get it level. Recommend maybe putting a sticker on the side of a level, that way you can tell when your unit's level. Should you lose power, you do have a manual override right here and a hand crank jack to bring that up and down. Once you've got your unit level, next thing you can do is stabilize the unit. Now on all four corners of your unit you have these stabilizing jacks. Remember, these are stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. So get your unit level first, hook up your hand crank, crank them to the right, and bring these down. Now you can use an impact driver or a drill gun, 3/4 inch socket, run these down rather quickly. I just recommend you slow down when you get to the bottom, because again, you only want to bring these down until they're taut. I highly recommend jack pads. Jack pads are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt and debris and hot blacktop in the summer. Help just distribute the weight better and keep these from sinking into the ground. Get all four of them down nice and tight. Make sure your unit's still level. Got our unit level and stable. Now we're going to go ahead and hook up our power and water. Again, you see you have this nice long 30 amp cord. At the end of the 30 amp cord in your convenience pack will be a 30 to 110 adapter. It's actually hooked on the end of that right now. Hook up your power. Let's go to our water. Made it pretty simple in this unit. Put a city water connection right here at the back. Here's where city water goes in, antifreeze, and black tank flush. We'll talk about those later. Let's start with your city water connection. First and foremost, water pressure regulator. Always use this water pressure regulator when putting liquid into the unit. It's going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit so you don't know what the water pressure is at different campsites. Hook up this water connection, hook up your hose, but don't turn your hose on yet. Step right around the corner here to your hot water heater. All we're doing at this point is making sure we've returned our rod and drain plug. Get that plugged in there nice and tight with a socket driver preferably. Once that's in there, you can go ahead and turn on your hose. After your hose has been on for a little while, you come up here to your pressure release valve, release the air out of the lines. Eventually you get a nice steady flow of water coming out of here. Once you do, you know your hot water heater is full and you can light it from indoors. Now you do see an on-off electric element down here. It is set to off. The only time you want to turn this on is when you're hooked up to 110. Turn on this electric element and then turn it on from indoors as well. If it's not working, got a couple presets here, or reset buttons. These will pop out like a bubble and if it's not working, push that back in. That's just a little reset on this. Further instructions are here on the board. Nothing else you should need. Let's say we're going camping and we're not going to use city water. We're going to use potable water. This potable water tank is up here toward the front of your off campsite. So you don't need a water pressure regulator here. Non-pressurized water. If you open this up and fill it with a hose, two ways to tell when it's full. One, there's an overflow here, or you can go inside and press your fresh tank fill level check, and you'll be able to tell when it's full. Burp your hot water heater the same way. Do everything the same way on the hot water heater. Just remember, whenever you're using your potable water is when you're going to want to turn on your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump when hooked up to city water. It's already pressurized. So we've got our water and power hooked up. I'm going to walk you around the rest of the unit, show you a few other things. There's a fresh water drain. If you're using that potable water, there's where you drain that out. You just pull that white handle. Lots of storage in this. I will show you on the other side where this stand sets up for this griddle, and the table will sit out there as well. Big storage there. Your black and gray holding tanks are here. Talk about them when we're leaving the campsite, along with the black tank flush. Cable and satellite hookups. Antifreeze inlet for when you winterize the unit. Your ladder to go up and check your seams. Caulk as needed. Furrion backup camera. This is all prepped for a Furrion backup camera. It's a device you purchase from our store, giving you a piece that sits on the dash of your tow vehicle, allowing you to electronically communicate with this and giving the backup camera. This is access to the back of your fridge. Again, your hot water heater. Nice outdoor shower, spraying things off. Your spare tire with a cover. Low point drain. Now this is kind of tricky to find here. If you look right up underneath here, you'll see two caps that you need to turn. That's where you'll open them up to dump your low point drain when leaving the campsite. There's a quick connect LP. Here's the lip that all the grill and everything sets on. Outdoor speakers and vent for the back of your microwave. This is your furnace heat release. If you're running your furnace, steer clear of this. It'll get rather warm. Cable, satellite, or excuse me, cable 110, and a mount for a TV out here if you want to bring one out. Up here, more storage. Got your hitch work in there right now and your sewage dump. More storage here. A lot of storage on a little unit. Prepped for solar on the side. You can get a solar panel to lay out and plug it in there. It'll trickle charge your batteries. Speaking of batteries, check your battery post now and then. Make sure them haven't wiggled loose over time. Your propane, there's the cover for those. Does have a regulator. Simply turn it toward the desired tank or set it in the middle and it's an automatic switchover. That about covers everything on the outside. No docking light here. Let's go take a look on the inside. Alright, so as we come up into your unit, first thing I want you to notice, I want you and everyone that's camping with you to know that the fire extinguisher is by the entry door in case of an emergency. As you come in the entry door, we'll start down here on the bottom. This will be an access panel to your breaker box and fuses. Looks like you got a bunch of 15s in there, a 40. Highly recommend you grab a handful of fuses and take with you. Over here is your IRV technology sound system. Please hit the FM, scan for channels. Down. So we got, whatever's blue is where the music is. Right now everything's off. Zone 1 is indoors. Zone 2 is outdoors. Really nice sound system, Bluetooth, AM, FM, disc. Let's come over here to your control panel. Let's start by turning on interior, porch, and awning lights. There's a Wi-Fi switch, and there's all your information for Wi-Fi booster. Allows you to be at the back of the park, and you'll be able to pick up the Wi-Fi like you're right next to it. Here's where you check your batteries. Fresh tank, that's where you'll check to when you're filling up your potable water. Hit that fresh tank. Once that gets up to full, you know your tanks are full, and your black and gray tanks. Here's where you turn on your water pump if you're using potable water. Here's where you turn on your water heater if you're hooked up to gas. Here's where you turn it on if you're hooked up to power. Here's your slide in and out and your awning in and out. Let's go ahead and hit out on your slide. The safety bar has been removed. You can travel without that up there, but if you're traveling for a distance, it doesn't hurt to put it up there. Just remember to leave your tag down so that you know you have it up there, and don't try to send your slide out. Your slide runs out rather quickly. I wanted you to hear that noise. I'll do it again just real quick. That is nothing grinding, nothing is going wrong with your device. That is what the slide does to keep itself from going past the point it needs to. Also here on the bottom you'll have your heat vent, 110. Little table here that snaps up to give you a little more prep space in the kitchen. Self-explanatory microwave. Your oven here does have a light and exhaust fan. The glass top makes an excellent backsplash. Simply turn this to light, hit ignite, and when your gas is on, it's all off right now, that'll light up for you. Same thing over here in the oven. Turn it on, hit the spark over here, and that'll light up down there. Right here's your thermostat. Simply set it to heat, put at desired temperature. There's off, there's a fan, and there's AC. Hit that off, it'll shut off in a moment. Or if you just want to run a fan, you can turn the fan on high or low. Coming back here to your fridge, your diabetic fridge. Open up your freezer, and at the top here's your controls. Press that in. We are now running on auto, which means when you're plugged in, there we go. We're now running on auto. Auto means when you're plugged in, you're on gas. As soon as you unplug, it'll go, or excuse me, when you're plugged in, you're on electricity. As soon as you unplug, it'll automatically go to gas. Or if you're dry docking, just lift that button there and now you're on gas full time. Step back in. Coming into your bathroom. Just want to mention here is where your, turn the lighting on here. Here's where your 110 is with GFCI reset. In case you, oil breaker. Storage. Little plumbing to maintain. Back behind this access panel is your plumbing for your sink. Just open that up now and then. Keep an eye on it. You are bouncing the house down the road. Your shower. I want to open this up so I remember to show you how to latch this for travel. Simply a little rubber bungee. Keep that sealed up for travel. Up in your ceiling here is your AC with quick dump. No secret on these, we've learned from different techs, is when you got your AC on, you arrive at the campsite and it's really hot there, go ahead and turn your AC on with your quick dumps open. What it allows it to do is cool the cool air. So then when you close these, you'll get a nice blast of cold air through the unit. Your antenna, just turn that. Your smoke alarm. And now I'll quickly show you how to do your Murphy bed. Couple things first, you know that these are recliners. Simply pull back on the button there and they recline. Grab this handle, lift this up, storage, access to your outdoor storage out there. Lay that down. Come up here and unlatch these. And pull it toward you. You have straps so you can make your bed and everything you put away with your bed made. Now putting it away is the most important part. Pull on this handle in order to release it. Otherwise it's not going to go up. Pull on that handle, up it goes. You don't have to keep pulling on it. Goes up real easy. I just did it one-handed. Lock those in. Or it's a little easier once you jackknife your bed back up, or your sofa. Then you can reach these easier. Lock them in. Do have a lot of individual touch lighting around here. Here's your button for those, sorry, but you can individually shut them off. A hand crank open vent here. Well, that about covers everything on the inside. Let's act like we're leaving the campsite. One more thing to mention. All the way back here on the wall, on the corner, is your 12-volt carbon monoxide detector. Now, the reason I mention this 12-volt is it's always running off your battery. So if you're going to be gone for the day and you're not going to be having anything plugged into your battery to charge it, go ahead and disconnect one of your battery posts to keep this from running your battery down. Now we're going to close the unit up. First and foremost, make sure all your doors over here are closed and nothing's going to impede the slide from coming in. If you come back over here, let your awning, hit slide in. On that awning, when you run that out, you only want to run it out until the flap falls down to 90 degrees. Once that's down to 90 degrees, you know you're out far enough. So this runs in rather quickly. Make sure your feet for your chair is down. Again, even coming in, you'll hear that noise. Just rest assured nothing is grinding. Shut off all of our interior lights. And let's head out like we're leaving the campsite. Alright, so most important thing when bringing these steps in, make sure your exterior door is opened all the way up so this doesn't catch on it. If you lift it up, it folds into the door, you see how that could catch. So that folds in. Close your door. Lock and deadbolt your door. There are horror stories about people's doors coming open and going down the road. Lift, turn your handle. Come back here to this low point drain. Reach up underneath there and open up both of those. Unhook your water. Unhook your power. Bring up all of your stabilizing jacks. If you're using potable water, dump that by pulling that white handle there. And head on up to the dump station. Here's all convenient in one area. Take your sewage hose here, hook it up here, and the first thing you're going to pull is your sewer handle or your black tank with the black handle. So after you've went ahead and dumped that for a while and it sounds like it's no longer dumping, again, take your water pressure regulator and hook it up to tank flush, this top one. Hook that on there with your black handle open. Turn on your hose for a good 5 minutes. Let that spray that all out. Don't be in a hurry. Get it nice and clean. Unhook that. Come down here. Close your black handle. Now you can pull your gray handle. That's going to be your cleaner waters, your sinks, your showers. That's going to clean your sewage hose out for you. And then conveniently open up your bumper here. That's when it's cold, they don't open as easy. And store it inside there. Again, we thank you guys for your purchase of this mini lite. We hope you enjoy it for many years to come. Happy camping.